welcome back. Working on this thing again. Having some issues with the O2 sensors. It's thrown me a couple codes. So I'm gonna replace the upstream and downstream O2 sensor on the driver's side. We got the O2 sensors right here. This one's got a little bit longer of a cord. This one's a little bit shorter of a cord. So we'll kind of just see once we get down there which one's which, because none of the part numbers really match up. Because I bought these from Parts Geek. Very inexpensive, which is super nice. Shipping was pretty quick. I think I got them both for under 50 bucks. So dub on that one because Bosch wanted like 118 per. So let's get started. We're gonna take some stuff apart and put these in. First thing we're gonna be doing is taking apart this tray as well as the transmission tray, because I don't know if you can see, but right there actually is one of the O2 sensors. That one's on the passenger side. We're gonna be doing the ones on the driver's side. But we got to get these trays off first, and it's just a bunch of 8mm socket bolts there. So get your 8mm out and let's get started. Two of the 8mm is shared with the transmission tray, but there should be 6 on there. There was only 2 on mine. Several of them were missing. A couple were missing from the engine tray as well. But what we're looking at here is these guys, O2 sensors and their connectors. These 2 go into the driver's side, which is what we're replacing, and these 2 go into the passenger side. But there it is. We're going to be using a 22mm 7/8 crow's foot. I'll show you what that looks like. So clearly the shorter one cable wise is going to be for the downstream pipe. I just took this out of the clip and took that wire out of that clip. Very self-explanatory. So now I'm going to disconnect this one and then get this socket out, and then we'll just swap right back in the new one. And then, so this is that 22mm offset socket specifically for these O2 RIN sensors. So just slide it on, and that's kind of how you get it. Once you get it correct, realistically you should be able to hand thread it out, and then just a matter of putting on the new one. So the couple things we're looking at here is going to be this connector. You just pull it out, pretty self-explanatory. The new one comes with a little bit of anti-seize, but I like to, like I said, check the parts, make sure they're similar. These look damn near identical, even with the cord length. I think it might be a little longer actually, but who couldn't do with an extra couple inches, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna thread this in first and then do the connector, just because I don't like having the wires twisted up like that. So like I said, it comes with a little bit of anti-seize on there, and that's what that one is. And we're just gonna go ahead and get this threaded in there. That feels good to me. So then we're gonna take a look at the connector here. The cord itself goes in through here. So if we take a look here, we can see that one side has 1 and one side has 2, so we can kind of match that up. That one's got 2, that one's got the 1, so we'll see if it wants to go in. Looks like it does. Just gonna get it to snap in there. Oh man, love that putting it on is harder than taking it off. That shouldn't be how it is. You and I are gonna get really close here for a second. So this was the sort of upstream connector. I already went ahead and disconnected that. And then follow the cord. Try and show you here, because it's gonna attach to the bottom of the intake there around the steering rack. And then back over through another connector, and then there's the one that's the upper right there. So gonna be super fun getting that out, because I can't tell if you can tell, but this area is super cramped. So even getting that little offset socket in there is going to be a biatch. Just because of the angle of this thing, I can't even get that offset wrench on there because it wants to hit right here and then come off. So we're going to go with the tried and true 7/8 wrench and a dip blow hammer. Just see if we can loosen it enough that I can swivel it off by hand. We'll see. I gave it one good smack and it pretty much came loose. So just, you know, gotta remember it's opposite of what you think it is. So I'm gonna get the cord out from all of these little holders. That way maybe it'll spin a little easier. Yeah, it's looking pretty toasted, so we'll compare it to the new one and then get the other one back on. So good, bad, or otherwise, the cord on the new one's a little bit longer. Honestly, should make my life a little bit easier, just having to reconnect everything, but we'll go ahead and get that installed. And then you gotta go driving around, make sure that check engine light goes away so I can get it smog, because we live in the beautiful state of California. Just kidding, this place. So yeah, there's a new one. There's a toasted old one. That's the new one all installed with the cables run through those same connectors and then finished at the home there. So now just gotta put back on those trays and we're good to go. All the trays are back on, so now just time to get it back on the floor. Got the car back on the ground and cleared the codes with this handy dandy Bluetooth OBD2 reader from Harbor Freight. So I've driven around probably 50-60 miles since clearing it and the codes haven't come back. So we're gonna call that one a success. Also, I recently got the car tinted with ceramic tint, so very excited about that. But overall, super easy job. I'm hoping that it's gonna fix the issues and sort of stuttering I was having with the car. So, you know, if this is something that you're needing to do, don't feel afraid. I was putting this off for a very long time, but when I finally just got down and did it, it was actually very easy. Best of luck on your next project. Come visit us for a new video here shortly. Thank you for watching as always. Bye-bye.